Little Airplane, written by Adil Yasser. The roaring of the jet engines filled the air in the big international airport. All the big airplanes with their multiple jet engines were throttling up, waiting in line to stream down the runway and soar high up in the sky.
What is taking so long?
Jumbo, the biggest airplane in the fleet, asked.
I have passengers on board. I have to fly them to New York.
He murmured with annoyance.
It is kind of busy today, Jumbo. It's the holidays, and a lot of travelers are traveling to be with their families.
Lightning explained. Lightning was named that because he was the fastest plane of them all. Lightning and Jumbo heard a little whining noise approaching them from behind. They both turned to see who was trying to cut in front of them in line.
Please, Jumbo, let me go by first today. I have very important cargo,
explained Lailah. Lailah was a small one-propellant engine airplane that hardly reached the top of Jumbo's tires.
What could you possibly have on board that would make a little airplane like you so important?
Asked Jumbo.
Today, I have important mail to deliver to the next airport, Jumbo,
explained Lailah, aiming her small propellant high toward the sky.
Move back to the end of the queue before you get hurt, Lailah,
Jumbo told Lailah.
Our passengers and cargo are more important than your little bags of mail. They can wait,
roared Lightning. With her throttle down, Lailah went back sadly to the end of the line, dragging her little tail behind her. That night, after Lailah delivered her mail, she went to her hangar for the night, where her mother Rose was parked. Lailah's mother was a big propellant cargo plane.
What is wrong, my sweetie?
Lailah's mother asked with a concerned, motherly voice.
I am nothing but a small, insignificant plane, Mom. All the big and important jobs are done by the larger, faster planes, and all I get to deliver are measly small bags of mail.
Lailah explained, wiping little tears from her front windows with her little wipers.
Don't cry, my little wings. Mail is very important. The most important thing is to do your job right, no matter how big or how small it is.
Lailah's mother told her little tiny plane. The next morning, Lailah woke up from a deafening loud sound. She looked around for her mother, but could not see her anywhere. She rushed outside the hangar. The sky was gray, and it was raining so hard, Lailah hardly could see in front of her. Lightning pierced through the sky, followed by roaring thunders. She saw her mother and all the airplane in the airport gathered around the air traffic control tower.
I will do it. I am faster than any other plane,
shouted Lightning over the sound of the heavy rain.
No, I will fly it. I am big and strong. I can fly through the storm.
Jumbo protested as he pushed his way toward the air traffic controller tower.
Listen to me, all of you.
The air traffic controller radioed to all the airplanes. All was silent. All what you could hear was the rain droplet striking the ground and the metallic body of all the airplanes.
The village the children live in does not have any airport. All they have is a little field not long enough for any of you to land on. And to make matters worse, they are cut off from all roads because of the flooding. No car can reach them. They told me that the medicine must reach the children as soon as possible, and the weatherman just informed me the storm will last a few more days. We could lose them all.
The air traffic controller said with a deep sorrow in his voice, as everybody fell silent, feeling helpless.
I will fly the medicine to the village.
A small but full of confidence voice shouted loud and clear. The air traffic controller looked around to see the source of that voice. He could not see it because all the big jets were huddled around him. At that moment, the unmistakable sound of a little whining propellant pushed her way through all the airplanes.
Oh, my dear, you're too small to fly in such weather,
protested the air traffic controller.
But you see, sir, I can land on the little field at the village. I do not need a long runway like the big jets,
explained Lailah.
It is too dangerous, my love. The storm is strong and the wind is violent.
Lailah's mother said with a very concerned voice for the safety of her little daughter.
But we have to save those children, Mother, and this is the only way to do it.
Lailah told her mother in a begging voice, hoping for approval. Rose couldn't stop the determination of her daughter, even if she wanted to. So, the medicine was loaded onto Lailah's little cargo space, and she pushed her way against the wind to the runway.
All clear for takeoff on runway number 1, Lailah.
The air traffic controller gave you the permission for her to take off. Without hesitation, Lailah increased her speed down the runway, but the wind was against her, pushing her back, and the rain felt like it was little nails nailing her to the ground. For a moment, she thought she couldn't do it. She was overwhelmed by it all. But then she thought about all those children. All what she could hear was her mother encouraging her all the way.
You can do it, my little wings.
Lailah gathered all her strength, courage, and determination. She dashed down the runway, increasing her speed until she lifted up into the sky. She flew against all the wind and the bad weather. She kept on flying through the storm as if imagining her mother leading the way. Lailah landed on the small runway and the children got their much needed medicine. Lailah even kept flying more missions to supply the village with much needed supplies until the roads were accessible. After that, Lailah was considered one like any other plane in the airport. She was treated with admiration and respect. She proved to everyone that your devotion and dedication to accomplish your assignment, no matter how small, is very important, whatever your size or speed. After that, she was the only airplane in the big international airport that can cut in line anytime she